Hey, do you want to improve your shoulder mobility and stability in the overhead position? I'm going to show you one easy exercise to do just that. Hey, this is Trevor with Upright Health, where we help you move beyond your limitations so you can live with confidence. Be sure to check out the description box for helpful links, and don't forget to subscribe. You're watching this video because you want fully functional, healthy shoulders for things like handstands, pressing something overhead, or just being a normal human being. I'm going to show you how to do the downward dog or A-frame position in a way that will help you gain mobility and stability in your shoulders, and also can help with some rounded back posture. If you wait till the end of the video, I'll show you some common mistakes people make and also a way that you can progress this exercise if it becomes too easy for you. Today I have Creepy Vincent here with me to demonstrate the downward dog or A-frame position. How we start this is we're gonna have Vincent get into a hands and knees tabletop position. And then from this position, he's just gonna lift his hips straight up in the air as high as he can. And the key points are he's gonna keep his head tucked and he's gonna try and pull his chest towards his feet as far as he can, all while reaching through his shoulder blades and pressing down into the ground. You can imagine you're trying to push the ground away from you as far as possible. Now notice in this position, he's got a nice and flat upper back here. One key point when we're doing this position for shoulder health is that we're not too focused on what's happening in the lower body. There are occasions where we would be for this position, but if we're focusing on the shoulders, we can allow the knees to bend and the heels to come off the ground because we want to get the most extension and shoulder flexion in the shoulders. Now you can see his shoulder blades are pushed up and he's pushing the ground away. So what's happening is he's getting his shoulder blade to move out into upward rotation and then elevate from there to provide a very stable shoulder blade. So this is why we work on this position for stability. And also he's getting as much shoulder flexion as he can this way to help increase his range of motion there. And he's trying to push his chest towards his feet so he's getting as much thoracic extension as possible. One common mistake we see people make is the setup. What happens is people's knees get either too far away or too close to their hands, and it'll cause them to not be in the proper positioning with their shoulders above the hands and hips above the knees. So when we get the proper positioning, when Vincent goes to go up into his downward dog, he has proper spacing to get into a good position. Another mistake we see people make is not reaching enough with their shoulder blades once they're in the downward dog position. So I'm gonna have Vincent go ahead and show us what a improper setup would be. And this is with the shoulders too far down. He's not reaching through the ground. He's letting his head sink. What ends up happening is you end up putting an emphasis on the upper traps rather than having the mid and low trap engaged and the serratus on the other side really taking hold. And you can tell the difference when he reaches up. You can see his shoulder blade out here being protracted out to the side. Now, let's look at a progression that you can do if that position is becoming very easy for you. So I'm gonna have Vincent go ahead and get into the downward dog or A-frame position again. And now what he's gonna do is he's gonna walk in this position. So he'll reach his opposite arm and leg at the same time forward so that it ends up turning into a crawl or walk here. And we call this is the bear walk, okay? And what he's focusing on is reaching his shoulder blades each time as far as he can. For each of these exercises, the downward dog or A-frame position and the bear walk, you should work up to doing 3 sets of about a minute each. Go ahead and try these exercises out and let us know what you think in the comments section below. Like, subscribe, and check the description box for helpful links for your shoulders. Thanks for watching, and as always, pain sucks, life shouldn't.